Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, I got all my things out to the donation out in the driveway. I had to put everything in big black bags because it's been raining this morning. So go figure. Would have been easier if I could have just put boxes out there, but whatever. I'll go with it. I'm just glad to get it out. So I added a few more flowers to my little nosegay here. And these are really cheerful. I love the colors. So if you have little flowers in your garden, they don't have to be big flowers. Make yourself a little nosegay. Stick it on your table where you'll see it all the time. So I won't be working outside today. I need to work some more up on that linen closet. I went through all the shoes yesterday, and there's probably still more shoes that could go, and I'll go through them again. But for now, sometimes if it's difficult to let go of something, if you go back to it a little later and revisit it, sometimes it's a little easier the second time around to let it go. It's like a bad relationship. Sometimes the second time, third time, whatever it is easier than the first time. So, well, all right, that was a bad analogy. But it is true. So anyway, I found that a lot of the things that I'm letting go of are things that I bought with the thought in mind that it would work great for what I wanted it for. And then by the time I started using it and actually figured out that it wasn't working right, or it wasn't what I had hoped it would be, the time had passed to return it. So, and then in the meantime, I had bought something else that worked better, but I find I have a lot of things like that in my house where there's really nothing wrong with them, but it didn't work the way that I needed it to work. Now, it might work just fine the way somebody else needs it to work, so it's a good thing to pass that on. But for things that you've paid quite a bit of money for, it gets a little more difficult. So let's try the coffee this morning. Cheers. Still have my gnome cup. I rinse it out and then I put it back, and then I get a new cup when I feel like it. Very good. One thing I like about this little coffee maker, and I'm not affiliated with this at all, but I do like to share when things that I buy work the way I want them to. And this is one of them. It's a Fammy Worth, and I don't drink coffee all day long, so I don't need a Keurig with a holding tank. So this works perfect for me. And the reason I like it is because it has both a coffee pod insert and it also has a loose coffee insert. And the nice thing about the loose coffee insert is if you have a smaller cup, like this one, it's not as big as the cups that I usually use. You can put the strength of coffee in here that you want, and you're not stuck with a coffee pod that already has everything pre-measured. But if you want to use a pod, that works too. So I really like this coffee maker. If you're in the market for a new one, then I can give this a good thumbs up. So, all right, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And maybe I can get a couple more things out for the donation. I don't know. I'm really, really sore this morning because I was at it for a long time yesterday, and going up and down that ladder is like the worst thing ever for me. But upward and onward, You can't just sit in your chair and wither away. So anyway, I will meet you at the budget book in a little bit. All right, end of the month budget book. It's the beginning of a new month, so brand new slate. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I spent the day decluttering and downsizing. So in July I didn't spend for 21 days. And I spent on 10 days. So not too bad. I could do better, but it's okay. I had a very low spend month. Sometimes I go to the store more than once anymore just because I don't want a big, huge grocery haul. So sometimes I'll spread it over a couple days. So that means you get more red X's, but that doesn't mean you spend a lot more money. So that's what I did in July, and that's probably what I'll do in August. So in August I have to do a little grocery shopping. It's nothing dire that can't wait a few days, but I'll probably go tomorrow or sometime a little later in the week rather than today. Yesterday I got a lot done, which I'm very thankful for, but I'm kind of paying for it today. So I was so tired yesterday after I did all that decluttering. I sat in my chair for a while after I was done, and I thought, well, I'll just close my eyes for a little bit. And I took an hour and a half nap. Oh my goodness. When I woke up, it was like, what time is it? So I don't like to do that. But I did it, and I don't know if it perked me up any, because I fell asleep pretty early at night, but oh, it is what it is. I usually don't have trouble sleeping. Not unless I have a lot on my mind. And then, sometimes you toss and turn and you try to figure out an answer if you have an issue. So, but I really don't have too much of that going on right now. The decluttering I'm trying to take at a slow pace, whatever is comfortable for me. But if I procrastinate and don't get things ready for the donation in time, then I have to do a marathon a couple days before they come. So I know I shouldn't do that, but I'm a procrastinator and I do it. So anyway, I'm going to order them again in a couple weeks and see what else I can come up with. I still want to do the house attic, and my thought on that is because it's not real hot up there early in the morning, so if I can even work up there half an hour to an hour every day, I could have that done within a week or two, and that would be another thing off my list of things to do. But first I have to finish up the linen closet because I still have all those sheets to look through. And those will go in the next donation. So, all right, I'm going to do my morning pages now. And for those of you that don't know what morning pages are, it's a concept from a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And it's something that she suggests you do. Actually, you're supposed to do it right when you wake up. But I don't do it then. I just do it with my morning coffee. And it's supposed to give you insight. She originally wrote the book for writer's block and artist's block to get you unblocked. But it pertains also to everyday life. It's not just for that. Lots of exercises of things to do in that book, and I really enjoyed that book. So, okay, I'm going to enjoy my coffee now, and I'll be back later, and I'll see what the day brings, see what else I can get done. All right, little change in plans today. I have to go to Walmart and pick up a prescription, so I put in an online order, but I'm going to go pick it up since my free delivery has expired, and I'm not sure if I want to renew that or not because I don't shop at Walmart that often, maybe once a month. So if I ever need it, I'll turn it back on, but right now I don't need it. And I also want to pick up some avocados and cherries at Aldi's because they're on sale for 59 cents and $1.99 a pound. So I don't have any more of those, and tomorrow, of course, the sale on those is off. They come out with new things on Wednesday. So I figured I might as well go today because I was going to go tomorrow anyway. And I won't be picking up a lot of things, so it shouldn't be too bad in as far as putting groceries away and carrying heavy grocery bags. So it'll just be a small shop, but I figured I wanted the cherries because I want to eat as many of those as I can while they're still in season. And the avocados, I always like to keep those on hand for breakfast. So that's the change in plans today. And I haven't done a darn thing with my decluttering because I'm just too sore today. So I figured I'm only picking up a few things at Aldi's, so that should be all right. And Walmart, I'm going to pick that up, so I don't need to walk around the stores for a couple of hours. So I figured that would be okay. But anyway, that's my plan now, and that'll be probably most of my shopping for the month because I don't need a whole lot. I just need a few things, and I could even go longer without shopping, but I really wanted to get those cherries and avocados. And Walmart is pretty much right across the street. And I have to pick up that prescription anyway. So I figured I might as well kill two birds with one stone and get that over with. So it's a nice day today. It's nice and cool and cloudy, but it is a little bit sunny too. Sun comes out every now and then. It's actually a perfect day for working in the garden, but I'm not doing that today. I still have to do my my linen closet, and I'll do a little bit on that today, but not much. I'm not going to have a marathon like I did yesterday. And the donation people came and they picked everything up, so I'm glad about that. I got rid of an artist's easel. It was a nice easel, but I tried painting with it, and I used it for a while. But there again, it was one of those things that didn't work the way I wanted it to. It didn't have a hold. It didn't have any way to hold the canvas onto the easel, and the paintings would just flop around. And sometimes you have to apply pressure to your canvas, and it just wasn't good for that. And it was taking up a lot of room in my spare bedroom, guest room. So that's one thing that went. And a lot of shoes. I got rid of a lot of shoes. Some of them brand new, never worn. The heels were too high for me now. Actually, I think they were too high for me back then. That's probably why I didn't wear them. But they were very cute. So I'm paring down my wardrobe and I'm paring down my shoes. I still have a lot. Really, I do. But I'll keep plugging away at it and it'll get to a manageable amount. I mean, it's all neat and organized and in closets, so it's not like it's sitting around making a mess. So that's one of my goals, just to get everything with a place, and so far that's been working pretty well. But still room for improvement. And like I said, my goal isn't to become a minimalist, but I don't want to be a maximalist either. I want my things to have, just so I have enough where I have what I need and what I want and what I really enjoy. So that is my goal, and that's what I'm working towards. So I'm hoping to have all this big, huge decluttering, especially of the attics and the garage. I'm hoping to have it all done within the next couple of years. I know that seems like a long time, but the time's going to pass anyway, so I might as well do something productive with it. And it's not like I never relax, like that's all I do, because it's not. I have plenty of downtime where I take time to relax, and I take time to have fun with friends and family. So it's not always nose to the grindstone. So I take my time. I think about what I want to get rid of. I ask myself, would I have to buy this again? And usually the answer is no. I wouldn't have to buy it again. So anyway, all right, I will be back in a little bit and I'll show you what I got at Aldi's and at Walmart. And then tomorrow I will go to Mark's, because I had planned on going to Mark's this week. I had planned on it last week and didn't go, but I am running low on a couple of things that I can only buy at Mark's. So, okay, I'll be back. All right, well, I'm back from Walmart and Aldi's, and I'll show you the freezer stuff first because I have to get this in the freezer. I didn't buy much freezer things. I haven't mastered vegan or vegetarian fish yet, and I do like it, and I was totally out. I ate it all. So I like these Gardein. These make nice fish tacos, and if you want a no meat taco, these are good, the fish tacos. So I got those. And I had these before. They're plant-based salmon burgers, and they make a really good burger. So I got those. And then these plant-based fish fillets, they make great not fish sandwiches. Put some American cheese on there, either plant-based or whatever you eat, and they make great fish sandwiches. So I got those. I've gotten these onion rings from Walmart before, so I got another pack to go with the burgers, whatever burger I choose. And then I ate all my broccoli, so I got the 32-ounce broccoli. So this should last me more than a month, and since I only go to Walmart maybe once a month, I thought I would go ahead and get what I want from there. So, all right, Let me get this put away and I'll show you what else I bought. Okay, so the last things I got at Walmart, I got 3 creamers because I don't want to go back to Walmart again. And I got this for my grandson. He was telling me how much he likes this. So I picked that up for him. And I drink a lot of chamomile tea. So I picked up another box of that because I don't want to run out of this. So that was it from Walmart, and I think I paid, I think it was $37. I think it came to $47 because I bought dog treats, but they must have been out of them. They're not with the order. So I'll have to get online and check that to make sure that they just didn't forget it and charge me. So anyway, that was my Walmart haul, and I'll show you what I bought from Aldi's. Alright, well, Aldi's was actually my first trip. I bought some ice cream there. That was, let's see, how much was their ice cream? Well, I know it's in here. Well, I think it was like $3 and something. Oh, $2.65. That's what it was, $2.65. So that's a really good price for ice cream. So I got 2 packs of cherries. They were $1.99, not each, per pound. And the cherries came to $7.26. But I don't want to go back to Aldi's either. Since they were $1.99 and they look nice, I thought I would get plenty because they'll last, and I'll eat those over the next week or so. So I got those, and I got this was the Daily Onion they had. So I picked that up. I still have a couple of onions, but I don't like to run out of onions. So they were $2.49, I think. I think they were $2.49. Then I picked up this cucumber. It was 99 cents, I think. It was either that or 89 cents. No, the Daily Onions were $2.29. That's what it was. This was 95 cents. And usually I pick up the mini cucumbers, but I found that these actually last longer, and I just cut off a piece at a time, and I leave the plastic wrap on the rest. So the last time I bought one, it lasted a long time. So I got those. The avocados were 59 cents each. I got 5 of those. That'll last me. The mushrooms were $1.49. I haven't bought mushrooms in quite a while, so I thought I would add that to a pizza or something, or just eat mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And then I picked up these sweet peppers. They have a lot of red peppers in here, which is my favorite, and mine are not anywhere near ready to go yet. So the peppers were $2.95. Then I also bought 6-pack of paper towels for $6.99. They were on special. I think they were normally like $7.49. So I picked up a pack of those because I've already started using the 1-pack. So I don't want to run out of paper towels. And I picked up more whipped cream cheese for my to go with my cucumber. So I got that, and I also picked up this whole milk Greek yogurt. this will last a while. And the yogurt that I made, actually I was surprised. It turned out a little bit watery. I don't know if I didn't culture it long enough, but I am draining it and thickening it up. But you know, it'll only make like maybe half of one of these. So I picked up another yogurt, and that was what was that? 3 something. $3.49. So I'm going to put this stuff away, and I have one more bag. All right, well, this is the rest of it. So I picked up 2 more of these ranch salad dressing mixes. I like to keep these on hand for my cream cheese and cucumber. So I'll put those right away. And if I ever run out of ranch dressing, I'll have that as an extra. I picked up this sourdough bread again. All these has good sourdough. I like it. And sourdough is easier to digest than other bread. And the sourdough was, it was $4.19. So, and this will last me a while because they're big slices. So I picked that up. I picked up this pecan shortbread cookies just for a snack for me and my grandson. I like shortbread. I think shortbread's delicious. Then I picked up an extra melatonin. This is $5.99. I'm using one now, and I like to keep an extra one because it seems like every time I go to Aldi's, they only have one in stock, and that's all they had today, too. So I picked this up. That'll be going into my stash instead of using it right away. I also bought these, these Mediterranean olives. They were $3.49, and it's an olive mix. I'm running a little low on olives in the fridge, and I like the mixed olives. I like the different olive flavors. So I got that, and that'll last me a long time. I got 2 of these. I didn't really need them, but they're chocolate coconut. It's one of their seasonal coffees. And the last time I got the chocolate raspberry, which was a seasonal coffee, and it was so good. And I got 2 of these. They were $4.19. So I wanted to stock up on those in case I like them. And when I was checking out, the checkout girl said, "Oh, that coffee is so good." She said, "I had some this morning for breakfast." So that's like good to know. So I got that, and I got this sweet and salty. I like these sometimes as an afternoon snack. And they were $1.99. I buy these a lot, and I'm out of these, so I picked some up. And then last but not least, I picked up some instant coffee, and it's decaf. And I think that was $3.19. So I thought if I don't feel like brewing coffee, I could just put this with a little bit of chocolate raspberry hot cocoa mix and make myself either a nice iced coffee or a hot coffee. So, and I like these jars. They're glass. I use them to store things in when this is empty. So I picked that up. And another thing the instant coffee is good for is if you're making vegan or vegetarian chili, anything like that, you can add some of the instant coffee to that. If you're making like a roast beef seitan, you can add some coffee to that. and it gives it that flavor. So, all right, that was my Aldi and Walmart haul. At Aldi's, I spent $64.30. Doesn't seem like much. You know, you used to get a whole cart full for that. But not anymore. It seems like everything now costs $4 and something. Or $5. It's just nuts. But we gotta eat, right? So I spent around $90 so far for this month, and I still am going to go to Mark's. So I imagine I'll probably end up spending, who knows, my goal will be $50. I don't know. Last month I spent very little on groceries. So sometimes that's the way it works. When I spend very little on groceries, the next month I'll spend a little bit more on groceries. So anyway, that was my haul, and I'm going to put this stuff away and then I'll be back. Well, I'm back in my chair having a coffee. Glad to be back home. I wasn't gone that long, and my back is just not in good shape today, so it's a day more of rest, and I figured I might as well get the grocery shopping out of the way, and it's nice that I could do the curbside pickup at Walmart. So, I'm not going to do any decluttering today. It'll last till tomorrow or the day after, whenever. Sometimes you just have to do what your body tells you to. Otherwise, you don't get anywhere. You just kind of drag your way through the day, and so I don't want to do that either. So anyway, I'm glad I cooked ahead. I don't need to do that. All I need to do is heat up my dinner. I made some potato salad, just a couple small potatoes this morning. So I have that, or I still have the stir fry that I made with the zucchini. And I have plenty of things for salads. So lots of food. And not so much that I'm going to waste it and throw any out, but it'll be enough for me to eat for this upcoming month. And I'll definitely eat out of my garden. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.